Okay. Let's see what we. But okay, I'm just gonna aid you through this assignment. It's really a short one, but I'd like to take the opportunity just to help you with the style, I think. And I think I stay with the style today. I had on my agenda, I had sort of style and a few things maybe. Let's see if we succeed there. And then I had, let's move on with the JavaScript. I think we're going to do JavaScript on Monday. So let's take that then. So only CSS now. And I'll do this latest. I'll stop 2 o'clock at the latest. And then stick around just to help you with whatever you need help in. So, okay. Yeah, that's a plan. So let's see how we can basically style the report page. It's here is my own repo. I have this here, and I already created it. So let's remove it and report bygone. There we go. ls. So this is my own repo. Last time we did git removed something like, what did we do? ls? I don't remember. Verbose. There we did it. There we go. So we set up something like this last Monday when we met. And so I've done some updates to my source repo. You know, the slides is there and so on. So the way to get them down, hopefully without troubles, would be get me the master branch from the source upstream. And I already did that, so it works for me. But if you do it now, it may sort of, if you're lucky, and if you did not change any of my files in your repo, then it will work. You will just get up this vim, and you do a shift set, shift set, and you go out, and everything will merge finally. If you get into trouble, I'll help you later on, sort of to get in line with the upstream source. Just pulling works. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. This things I'm doing here, I think you can do it on the GitHub GUI on the web tool also, but I haven't done it there, so I haven't tried it. I'm sticking here. Whatever. There we go. There is Wiki for doing this. The assignment instruction, and it's saying like start to copy recursively the example report and copy it into my work just to have it on my own copy. It said something like this. So ls-l work, I will have my own report there, and it will look a bit like work report. It will look like this when I'm done, sort of. You don't have this tree command in git bash. It's just an ls-l recursive. But it's just showing off what kind of files we should have there. And we can actually just acquaint us with it. We have 1, 2, we have 3 HTML files. We have JavaScript part, which we'll leave on for to Monday then. Monday is JavaScript day. We had images, and we have a style sheet, and we have a favicon there. Well, really, we could open it up in, I use A02, but you could most likely just write code space dot, and code, if you're using code, it will open up, and yeah. Well, where's my A02? There it is. There it is. There. Where is it? Websoft. Okay. Oops. Oh, here I am. There we go. Work. Report. There we go. Let me. Could I really? No, it's. You see what it's there. You can see this left sidebar right there. Or do I need to increase the font size? No. So we are in report. We have this HTML. I have the favicon. A favicon is it's a special file format. It's ICO file format. Yes, I have an ICO file, and it's basically a layered image format where you can put many small icons on top of each other with different sizes. So when you have like 6 different images ranging from 16 times 16, 32 times 32, 64, 128, 256, usually used in the Microsoft operating system to show the same logo but different sizes. But you can also use, if you want to have your own favicon, you can replace it with favicon.png. PNG works fine. So you can just take favicon.png of your liking to put it in there. And if you do that, you should go into each HTML page and change this to PNG then, yeah. So it will load the PNG file as your fav icon instead. So that could be a nice way to have your own favicon without messing with the ICO file format. So, what do we have here? We have a HTML document. Yep. English. We have a head. What's in the head? We have the character set. We have the title. You should change all those XXSX and make it nice. We have the style sheet. There, we're going to stick there today. Favicon. Yep. And then we have a body. We can write comments if we like. But we have this body here then. How should we do with this? We have a footer. We use it's not uncommon to include the JavaScript at the end of the page, because then the browser can load the whole page, style information, content, try to render it, and at the same time sort of asynchronously load in the JavaScript files. But it can still display the page without the need of loading the JavaScript. So it's therefore you put this these JavaScripts at the bottom. Well, it's a common way of doing it. Not for all websites, but for this type of website. Okay, so we have HTML. Nice. And we have the report page. Here is the report page. And this is, if you, this is the page where you will put all your, well, here is where you answer all the questions from the course. So when we are done, you can take sort of, open this up in the browser, mark it all, copy, paste it directly into Canvas with styling and everything, and there it is. And then I have the whole report on the same page in Canvas. So that's what we're going to do at the end of the course. So here you're going to write it. Try to write it nice. It is also a common structure like doing this. Well, it depends on the website, and we're going to do more websites with Node.js gonna have another structure. PHP, well, a bit different structure, but it's the basic structure. So it's common to see a .js directory, and there we put all the JavaScript files. This JavaScript file doesn't contain too much now. It's just a anonymous function, self-invoked immediately, using strict JavaScript, just writing out the message on the console log. And if I just want to see how that works in the when I try to reload my page, there we go. I can open up the inspector. I have a console, and the console will print out. So it's a console log printing out the message. So it's a way to do easy debugging or putting up information from the JavaScript. Okay, but we are going to do style, right? We're going to style this page somehow. So skip JavaScript, images we can have there, and CSS we have there. So, okay. So how should I style this page? We must start somewhere. Should we style this page, or this one, or the about page? Maybe we could just style this one. Yeah, maybe. We'll style this one. Okay. So where should we basically start? Like I told you, if you just want to play around and check out how stuff actually works, we can stick here in the dev tools. So if I want to put a body, let's style that. Style the header. Style the body. And just want to do a, what should I do? Yeah, background color. Yeah, pink. Green, ocean blue, no ocean blue, blue, violet, yeah. Let's stick with light gray, CCC, AAA, 666, oops, 667. This is a common way to put up colors in the web page. It's red, green, blue. So red, green, blue. Yes. If I use 333, it will be a rather black, so it's a dark color. If you have worked with this type of color, EEE would be a light gray. It's basically, you can think of it as 3 lights. One red light, one green, one blue. And when they are fully lit, like FFF, then you will get a white color. If you only lit one of them, yeah, you will get a red. If you shut off all lights, you will get a dark color or black color. It's RGB, it's called. So let's have a not too sticky. Let's have DDD background color. Okay. Margin. Is this? Yeah, this page is sort of, if I remove this, my page will go to the left. So this is the standard way. If I want to somehow center it, I can do it. It's a common way to center a div on the page, it's doing a margin auto. So it's basically saying that let's the margins to the left and the right be automated and put it in the center. And I can also put some width. So if I want to have, now I have, if this is, oops. I can also have a width on it. So if I think this is easier to, read, it's a width 500. It's rather small. 700 would be rather small also. Most web pages now more would be 1100 pixels wide perhaps, but that would be including sort of a sidebar, and so we can't really read this kind of long lines. So when we're having text easy to read, we should use more or less like, well, 800 would be too much also, I think. 700, yeah, that could be easy to read on a standard type of web page. Oops. So, okay. Maybe we should style a header and a footer, just for the sake of it. So let's say that I would like to have this header, I would like to have it in another color, and I would like it to be the full width of the page. Let's do that. To make that happen, I should go into this. I really have that there. Yeah, maybe I could style that header. Yep.
Do you know where that developer console for the CSS is in Safari?
In Safari? No, not really. They are usually somewhere there in F12. Okay, no, not right on. So let's style this, and I don't want to style the header element as I said before, so I'll add a class to it. So I'll add a class, site, header, and let's try to style that instead. So I just reloaded to see, oh, I lost my background color. Well, whatever. So could I now, I have this site header there. So I want to try it on here so I can add a new rule. This will sort of vanish when I do the page load. So let's not write too many stuff here. So we have, could we have width like 100% perhaps? Could that work? Site header, no, not really. Why wouldn't it work? Yeah, you know why it doesn't work? Because I have this body element and I styled that 700 pixels. So the body element who is sort of wrapping the whole page, it is 700 pixels. So every element within it will also be 700 pixels. And if I want to sort of explode beyond that, yeah, maybe I could do it. That would be rather tricky. So I need to have another setup. So I have to rethink my style. And where is my style? There it is. So like I said, what did I do? Site header. So let's make that as a width 100%. That is the default setup. So, but this doesn't work then. So, but the site header, I would like to have a width there, and let's make it a background color just for the fun of it to. I'm not light green. I don't know. Lack of imagination. CCC. No. Let's make it pink then. That's the only one I can think of. Okay, so site header, wide, pink. Do we have a... let's remove this. Oops, don't save. So, what can be done about the footer? Okay, I'll add a class to it. I always add classes. So, site footer. A page can contain many footers. Could be an article footer, section footer, site footer. So, let's add a styling class to it. Okay, yes. So, how should that look like? No, stick there. Go to the styling. Let's have this as a site footer and style that to, yeah, full width of the page. And let's make a background color, yeah, dark, yes, really dark. 333 is really dark. You can also, I'm just using A or 0 to F here. You could also use the same thing would be like doing this. Oops, this. So using 6 figures instead, wrapping it together like this. There we go. 6 figures would be the same thing as more or less, like that. So we have a site footer and we have a site header. But what should I do with the middle part? So I have an article. You know what? There is a nice element called main. It's also a rather new element. So I'll wrap this in main. There should really be only one main element on the page. But since I'm so into this class styling, I just add main. Seems a bit ridiculous, but one way to format this would be to sort of tab it out. Oops. No, I want to tab it. Oops. There you go. So you see that if it's easier to see the structure of your web page, you should sort of, when you add an element, you should tab in. So the next one is one size in, and then you close the element, you go out. So you get a sort of a nice tree view of it, but it really doesn't matter. You can do it just for the fun here. So I have an main. I actually want this main to have I want it to be centered and with a smaller width, 700. So then I need to do like main, and it should be like with 700 pixels perhaps. But if I have a rather small screen, let's make it maximum width. Maximum width. If I have really small content, let's make it a max. Let's make it a minimum height of 20 rows, 20 lines of text. So even if I only have one paragraph in the about page, it will still sort of take up a bit more space. Let's see if that works. And I would like that to be... Do I have enough elements in this main to style? I have this main, I can style that. I have the article, I can style that. Let's see if that is sufficient. Because I want to have a background color, a specific background color of main. Yes, I want to have background color sort of lime green there. And I want that color to span all over the page. So then I can't do like this. I do like this. Okay, let's style an article element, despite the fact I usually do not do that. So we have a background color there. Let's not say how wide that is. Then it will be 100%. Then add another blue color there, background color blue. Maximum width 700 pixels and a minimum height. Will it work? Maybe. Okay. So some structure to the website. Let's see how it works if we reload the page. So let's remove that. Oops. Whoa. So there we go. So now, ooh, this is yeps. Okay. So maybe I should change the text color down there. This is blue. Didn't I have a lime green? Should we try to see? I think I would like to have the page a bit more like sort of, I would like to have it like a bit more padding of 1 EM is sort of a, it's a 16 pixel wide in default. It's related to the size of the font. So if I say 1 EM, it's usually one letter or one line height, if we say like that, roughly. So I would like to have a bit more padding there because it looks nice. Should I have padding like 2? Maybe, yeah. Okay, it's a bit more nice header. I really would like that nav stuff there to go a bit more sort of center. Can I just do that? Text align center. Yay! Happy me. I could align that. Okay, nice. Could I style those individually? Yes, but then I would need to style. I could style. I could maybe style any link, any anchor below a nav bar. So an A within a nav. Let's style only those. So they should be sort of a font size like 24 pixels. The standard font size is 16 pixels. So let's make them a bit larger and let them be. What happens if I do display block? Okay. There is something called inline block. Inline block. I said it was only inline and block, right? But then it's a middle, in between. It's inline block, which is useful in this case because I think this will allow me to better work with padding. 8 pixels perhaps. Did it change? Margin 8 pixels. Can I add a margin to them? Oh yes, I am adding a lot of margins. Okay. As this, yeah, it looks really nice now. This margin, padding, and let's add a border. Alicia blue, yes. 2 pixels. Solid Alicia blue. 2 pixels. Dotted. Yes. 4 pixels. Yes. Now it's starting to look like something. Yes. So this inline block, it's a way of styling an in between. It's I said inline does not respond very well to this padding and margin stuff. But if we put it in an inline block, it's an in-between. It makes it easier to style it. Very useful when we style the navbar or when we style an image, which is usually inline, but we want to style it a bit more block-wise. We could do it inline block. So, 3 ways of sort of displaying it, basically. One thing that could be nice to have is this third item here, you see. So it's CSS layout has some kind of box model where we have you can see the margin, it's outside of the element here. It's outside. You can see it in the yellow around me there. Then we have a border. And then we have padding inside the border. And then we have the content. So those are basically the stuff that we can use to style and sort of not positioning, but moving the elements and making space. Margin, border, padding, and then the content. Okay. Do you think I can copy that? Copy rule would be very nice if I could do that and just add it here. Thank you. Okay. Okay. I think I forgot. Oh, I need to copy that. That is an element. I don't, maybe copy that rule also. Element. No. Which element? Nav element. There we go. So, and if I should be really good, I should perhaps add it up there. Or should I be even better? I usually try to have my styles like the way the page is sort of read from upside and down. It really doesn't matter where I put these rules, but let's put them in the order instead. So footer on the bottom. Okay, let's save there. Let's go and reload the page and see what can be done more. Okay, I missed something, but it's still very nice. It doesn't happen anything when I move the mouse on them. So something should happen at least here. So who. So these are anchors. I can style anchors. So let's put let's put this is the nav or. Okay. So let's add a new rule and make this. This is a way to style an anchor when I hover it. So it's A::hover. So when I hover it, I want it to be font size 24 pixels. It's a really bad rule, most likely. Font size, yes. Font, it's 24. It was all. So let's make it less. 18. Yes, it worked. You should not be allowed to do these things on your own web page, however. So I can style it. I can even style add a new rule. Add dot active. I did hover, right? But if I do, I removed it. Active. So if I do an active, let's say color red. So active is another sort of state in this anchors that has different state. If I hover it, if I click it. So if I click that now, yes, it's red. So there we go. and it's red when I click it. So there are different ways of styling an anchor. Let's add those to my nice nav or, and there we go, and then we copy that, and we do a nav or a doing hover, color red, and font size. You shouldn't do like I do now when you get this hoppy page. They're moving around the content. It's really annoying. You're not allowed to do that. So 16 pixels. There we go. And hover. And when I click it, you should really do some nice CSS animation, but I can't write them on my sort of what I said, active, a different state. And then we have color black, 48 pixels. Okay, I think that will it will look really, oops, fine. Okay, looks nice. Let's see if I can sort of center this content page. So I have a main. How wide is my main? I thought it was going to be like 100%. Is it? This is main. Yes, I can see it should be all over the page. But this article, why didn't it align? Margin, auto. There we go. And we should really have a nice background color on this class main also. Let's do that directly here. Background color lime. Maybe there is no such color. Article. Margin. Well, let's have 8 pixels, but this is the auto part that this is most important then. It must be color lime, isn't it?
Isn't the main covered by the article?
Sorry?
Isn't the article on top of main, so you don't actually see the color line?
Let's see. You know, it's here. I have the color blue on the article, right? But here on main, there is no rule at all. So I assume that my rule is sort of messy. It didn't like it. So did I misspell it? Did I write it wrong? Let's make it pink then. Yep. Oh, well, look, I did wrong. It's a dot there. Shouldn't be dot. It's there. Should be the dot in the CSS class, but it shouldn't be a dot in the HTML. Should look like that. Okay. Let's go. Reload. There we go. And maybe there is a color lime. Should be. Yes. It looks so good. It looks so good. Let's have it a lime color. Yeah. You know, I'm a back-end programmer. I'm not usually a front-end programmer. If you just was thinking about it. This blue stuff is really nice now. It doesn't really have a contrast, but let's not change the color of that text. It's fine. If we could do a border radius, that's always fun. Like 20 pixel on the border radius, just some nice round corners around it. This might go to the history. Whoops. That was too much round corners. 20. But maybe I can have a bit, if I have large around the corners, and I add this padding. So if I have a padding of 1 EM, I will sort of put some blanks into it and move the content a bit more inwards. So if I have a 2 EM, 3 EM padding, I would, or at least padding left. Padding left. Should I also have a padding, oops. Should I also have padding right? Yeah, padding right, 3 EM. Should I have a padding top? Oops, padding right. Okay, let's just scroll the text, yes. Oh, so nice. This is too close up to the blue, so but what happens if I do should I have a padding or a margin? Margin top 1 EM. Oops. It didn't quite, it didn't respond to that. I wanted to have a margin top there. Why didn't it work? I don't know. So I don't care. I make it a padding instead. There we go. If I really want to have some green on top, maybe I should go here instead. And make a padding all around it, doing 1 EM. There we go. Yes. This is so nice, so let's copy that rule. Here we go. There we are. Moving on. Two o'clock. I said 2 o'clock. Yes, I did. And I have this article rule. Let's copy that whole rule also and go back there. I have an article. Let's copy in it. Yep. And I can remove all this. I have this article rule. Save it. Go there. Reload it. Yes. Okay. Let's give 1 minute to the site footer. I think really the oh, I forgot the final semicolon, but it really doesn't matter. So I can have it like this also, but only on the final semicolon. But it's better to remember to put the semicolon there. So let's make it a color of green. It's a bit darker there down there, and let's make a padding of 3 EM to make it some space, and do a text, a line of it, center perhaps, might work, might be a good footer. Let's see. So yeah, yes. Should have some kind of padding or margin down here, or perhaps in, yeah. This image could actually be sort of floated to the right. It is a bit difficult to sort of positioning element on a web page. It is basically a flow. Upside, down, block elements taking up the whole width, or inline elements just being basically in the flow. So there are a few ways of doing sort of positioning. There is something called relative and absolute positioning. It's either in relation to the browser or in relation to the current block element that I'm in. So you can sort of push a div or span or an element to the left or to the right or to the top or to the bottom. You can also float stuff, and that has been around since ages. So if one way to do with this image would be sort of to float it to the right. Maybe edit as HTML. I really need to add a class attribute to it. So let's say I want this image to float right. Okay, so I add a class to it. then I have to add a rule for it also. Hello. Add new rule. Dot right. Thank you. Float right. And so when the browser draws this comes image. Okay, let's float it to the right. So it puts it to the right, and everything else that comes in the next sort of lot of text will sort of be floating around it. So then that is one common way of organizing, let's say, 3 divs in a 3-column layout. Right aside, center main, left sidebar. Yes, well, the opposite, but anyway. So it's a basic way to set up a column layout on a web page doing this float. There will also be some sort of flex box styling, a bit newer way to style up how sort of divs, placing them on the website in different layouts. But this is, well, there are a lot more stuff to dig into when we talk about CSS. So I have, I should just make this last change permanent. Here I have this image. Yes, I'm deciding that this should actually float right. There you go. And I go into my here, and so this is a general purpose class. I could basically float any element to the right, so I can reuse it. Float right. There we go. Save. Go there, reload. Yeah. Whoa, so it's, let's ignore that it's like this. It shouldn't be like this. But I'm going to stay here 1 hour to remove that. Something is too large for some reason. I shouldn't do this side scrolling, and I really shouldn't ignore it either, but I will for now. Look, it's my footer that is going far to the right there. It's taking up more space than the browser actually has. So I will need to look it up. But for now, so I will delightfully looking forward to see all your nice styles on your report pages. And I really don't mind how they look like. It really doesn't matter. But if they look nice, my grade shouldn't be on how nice your report page is. I know that. Yes, I know that. But it's so hard to avoid. It's so hard to avoid detecting really nice work. It is. So when it looks nice, yeah, you're being in a happy mood, and then you set the grade. Oh, it's a happy grade. Yeah, you know. So, but no, yes, maybe. You know, one way of doing a really flashy website, the easiest way.
Bootstrap.
Yeah, you can do. Yeah, you can use Bootstrap. Nice, fine. Yeah, it looks Bootstrap. It will do. But if you just take one background image from this, if you load, there are a lot of background images out there. Let's say free background image. Couldn't I find? Let's Shutterstock. Yep. Let's see one that my colleague thought that was Shutterstock. Free images. I wonder where it is. Doesn't really matter. Find one. Unsplash. Yeah. Okay. So it's a lot of images that are free. If you just take one of them and you look up the CSS background, put the whole image to the background, and then you do this sort of width, margin auto, put up your content on it, and then you do, okay, final stuff, final one. So let's say the green here is a really nice background of a grass. And then I want to see the grass through this bluish stuff. Yeah, let's do that. What is article? Blue, there. So let's make it, let's try one. Opacity. 1 is no opacity, I think. 0 is full opacity, or in between. So let's put 05 and see what happens. Oops. Okay, not really what I was looking for. So let's leave this opacity because it affected the whole content of that div. Let's make this blue instead a bit more RGBA, and let's make it a color of, I like red. Let's a tiny tint of blue and a bit more of RG. Blue, green. Yeah, blue. This is the blue one. And then we make it opacity 05. So we'll add in the background color, sort of I can see through the background color. It's an image with opacity. Like, yeah. So let's see if that works in a better way. Yes, but but I really can't see I can't really see the green stuff there. Maybe last stuff for Michael to succeed in this. Let's make it fully opaque, fully visible through, or I only see a small tint of this green stuff. Imagine that you have this on sort of with background images instead, and sort of is visible the background image, but you can still read the text. Yeah, background image, easiest way to get a very cool website. Yeah, we had fonts. We had Google fonts where you could change the fonts. We really HTML. Do we have font? No, I should really stop now. Font, family, courier. Verdana. Georgia. Georgia. Yeah. Make it stand out a bit. Yeah, so yes, I missed 10 minutes. I'm so sorry. But I'm going to stop now. And all of you want to, if you have any questions, I'll hang around here. And just get this report page up. Put your answers, question answers into this report page. And yeah, then you're done with A02. Next week, JavaScript. Okay? Sorry?
Or do you?
Yeah, you know what? Last time I did 3 videos. The first one, I had a wrong scene. No, the first one, I forgot to press play. The second one, I had the wrong scene. The third one was excellent, but I had no sound. So let's hope that these 3 are... It's a YouTube playlist. So when I upload the first successful one, I will let you know. Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yay.
Ja,